to hear that this speech is there it is. Since the year of 2020, Bonnie Goren has given more than 30 speeches in our club, and tonight she will walk us through the steps of preparation from sign up all the way to making sure that you receive speech credit for your prepared speech. The purpose of this project is to practice using visual aids during a speech, as you can see already. Please welcome Bonnie Goren for preparing the club for your speech. Please welcome Bonnie Goren.
The moment is here. It's tonight. You're giving a speech, and the Toastmaster has called your name. The lectern is now all yours. But wait, have you thought about what you need to do to prepare your club members for your speech before you even utter the first word? Well, fellow Toastmasters, I'm going to give an analogy as a chef, for example. A chef has to do a lot of tasks before he prepares the dinner, even before he mixes the ingredients. He might need to grease the baking sheet or turn on the oven. Well, similarly, a speaker in Toastmasters needs to grease up the audience a little bit before they start speaking. And fortunately, tonight, I'm going to show you the recipe for how to not only prepare yourself, but prepare your club members for your speech. First, part of the recipe, which has 3 parts, is to prepare yourself. We all know first thing is sign up for a speaker slot. Make sure you press confirm. That's going to be on our club website. Now, go over to the Toastmasters International website, where you will enter pathways. Now, in pathways, first, you're going to have to go to Basecamp, and then you'll get to your path. Mine, as you see tonight, is engaging humor, and I'm working with effective visual aids. Why do we even want to go to pathways? It's because that's where the educational portion of Toastmasters comes in. It'll take you about 20 minutes. Get lots of pearls of wisdom for your particular project. Finally, write your speech, practice your speech. You do you, but hopefully you'll bring in some things that you've learned from pathways. The second part of the recipe is to prepare your club members. And this is the part I really want you to take some attention to. Sort of get them all greased up for your speech. This is very important. We're going now back to our club website, where you will enter the project requirements, as was alluded to earlier. Oops. There we go. Here's a snapshot of our agenda for tonight. Ahead of time, I went in and entered my project and my path, engaging humor and visual aids. I got that from a drop-down menu, and it's highly imperative that you get the right pathway and the right project. I also put in my speech title. I put in the introduction, and also note that there's a tab there for evaluation form, which I will come back to. Who is alerted or needs to know about these speech project details? So many members of our club are relying on you to put this information in. For example, the Toastmaster. The Toastmasters has access to your introduction. The evaluator, as someone said earlier, has a special button they can press to get the right evaluation form for your speech. The timer will know exactly how long your speech will take. Then we have the club secretary. Club secretary looks back at your speech details to know how to prepare the minutes. And finally, for posterity, putting your speech into our club website like this, make sure that it is recorded forever and ever. Now, don't we all want that? Next, I go home, lay back, have a suntan. At this point, I'm all finished. No, there's another step. Lots of steps, and I'm going to call that reflect. I'm going to run home today, go back to the TI website, go back to Pathways, go back to Basecamp in my project, and I will, oops, this happened. Okay. And I will find assess your skills after. And with that, you must complete it. Why? Because if you don't, your project will not be recorded in Toastmasters International. And we all want that, right? Keep on answering all the questions until your bubble shows 100% complete with your project. Okay, so after that, of course, I want to review the feedback given by my club members. Of course, I want to review the feedback given by my evaluator. I want to watch the video and incorporate all these tidbits into my next speech. So here again, the 3 parts of my recipe: prepare yourself, prepare your club members, and reflect. But wait, there's more. Let's just say every single one of you follows this recipe, records all your speeches properly. What if all of you do it as a group? Now we don't just have, we have a combination of all of our speeches. And that brings us to our club status that Tan Pham talked about, our club status report. This is very complicated, but the point I'm making on this is look at all the check marks. Our club, as a whole group, for this entire Toastmaster year, didn't just finish a couple of projects. A number of projects make up a level. And if you add all the numbers together, we have, as a group, have completed 19 club project levels in this Toastmaster year, 19. And what does that do for us? Well, we're not just the Distinguished Club. We're not just a Select Distinguished Club. As Tan mentioned, we are President's Distinguished. Friends, follow this recipe, because when you do, you will be getting the most out of every one of your speeches. Mr. Toastmaster.